Who knew there were so many horrible people out there that were completely incapable of being around their children just because the other side said so? And I'm talking nurses, I'm talking doctors, I'm talking highly skilled professionals where it's their job to protect children who are subject to being supervised while they have their children with them, all because the other side says, Johnny or Mary, they're afraid of their parent. Or they make up some sort of garbage, causing a situation where, you know what, the court has no choice but to err on the side of caution. Remember, err on the side of caution doesn't mean that anything actually happened. They just want to make sure they don't get sued at the end of the day if something happens. So remember that. The court errs on the side of caution to protect the court, not to protect your kid. Okay? So just remember that. The other thing to remember, if somebody's going to request that you have supervised visitation, supervised parenting, or whatever they call it in your state, I suggest you go to trial. I would never allow a parent be supervised unless we're talking about a short period of time where there's an exception where the person can come back in and get unsupervised contact with their kids. And that might go to somebody who is a recovering drug addict or a recovering alcoholic who is in the early stages of recovery. These people should not be penalized, okay? They didn't do anything wrong, and they're addressing their issue. I'm not talking about somebody who says, you know what, who cares? I'm going to do what I want when I want to do it. So again, if you are going to be subject to supervised contact with your kid, please have a thorough discussion with your lawyer to flesh out any issues and find out what it would take to get unsupervised contact with your kid. Do not agree to anything unless there is an exception and the door is open for you to do X, Y, and Z and come right back in. And we'll talk in other videos what XYZ really means. So be very, 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 very careful as to what you agree to when it comes to supervised contact with your kids.